Hey friends, it's Angela Kelly, your online success coach, wealth mindset diva of my alter ego. So I'm your diva right now. But listen, you all, I really want to talk about something that it's kind of cool. I actually was just adding some of my favorite books on Facebook. And this is something I've been wanting to talk to you all about for a little while. I haven't had a chance to make a video. So I'm adding this book. It's called Where the Sidewalk Ends by Silverstein. So if you've seen some of my previous videos, I talk about dreams and aspirations and really knowing and showing you that you can reach your dreams with the right steps, the right system. You know, it does take a few certain things that you have to get where you want to go, you know. And of course, it's not like a requirement that you have to have this system, but this is just going to help you get to your dreams easier. So I added this book. It's called Where the Sidewalk Ends. And I remember the illustration on it. And as I'm adding the book on Facebook, I'm looking at the illustration and remembering it was my favorite book because it has like poems and different things like that. Sit down, little man. Just sit down for a second, okay? He likes to get pretty busy when he sees me doing my videos. He's 2. Yeah. So, yeah. So the illustrations in the book is kind of like really just takes your mind out of the box. And I remember even when I was a really little kid, I would read the poems and be like, oh my gosh, this is just so like out of the box thinking, just something that I would never imagine. And I read the words and get all involved and creative and out of the box. And it's really a lot like life. And the title of the book is so interesting also because it's like Where the Sidewalk Ends. Sit down, little man. Thank you. Thank you. And I think that a lot of the times we live our life and we go to school and then there's college and these different steps that we take. But when the sidewalk ends, meaning there's a point where we have to make our own decisions. The information just isn't given to us anymore. For the most part, we're in school, you know, for so many years up until like the 12th grade. And then most people go to college, or even if they don't, for the most part, when they're in school, you're being given information and you're being told like, okay, this is the info. And you kind of like regurgitate it and like take a test. So the sidewalk ends, to me, that means where you have to make your own decision, and it's no one else that's going to be there saying, hey, this is the info and this is how you do it. Hey, do it, do it, do it. It's decisions they have to make. It's a right or a left. And then I remember about, I don't know, it was about in the 6th grade. I had this teacher. She was like fanatical about Les Brown, who I also love now. And she was fanatical about Robert Frost, who I also love. Really impressed me. She used to read this poem called, oh my God, I know the whole poem. It's two roads diverged in the yellow wood, the road less traveled. We had to memorize the poem. So anyways, it was about the road that people travel less. The road less traveled, which is, in his poem, he talks about how many people are on the road, and it's broad, and it's so much room for everyone. Everyone just travels it because it's easy. And then you have the road that's that tiny, thin road, and it's the one that's less traveled, and most people don't take it, even though that's the one that would lead them to where they want to go. And we broke this poem apart by sonnets, or whatever little paragraphs you want to call it, and really studied it years ago. And even now it's impressed me so much because it's true in life and in business. And it really is about, there can be a million people taking this big broad road because it's easier, but that road that's going to require you to do a couple of more things different, a couple of more things that maybe someone else they may not want to do. And that's the reason why they're going to be unsuccessful, as opposed to you, that you're going to be successful because you're willing to do that 1 or 2 steps that the average person won't do. The broad road, that's the road I'm going to take because it's easy. It's like I don't have to do anything. And so even though that broad road may be uncomfortable, for instance, someone may be in a job and they may be getting a paycheck and not have enough to pay all their bills, or not have enough to buy their grocery, like the situation I was in with the master's degree. I would get a paycheck and not have enough money to buy my grocery. Okay, for 2 whole weeks I didn't get paid again, and I would be sitting wondering how me and my family were going to eat. And that's that broad road. Those are the decisions that I made because it was easier for me to work that job, as opposed to starting an online business, which was going to take a little more thought, but that was going to bring in a lot more income, where my family won't be struggling about food and different things like that. So my last story I want to tell you about, took a cruise about, I don't know, a few years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. And a girlfriend of mine, her and I were standing in a line for food. It was like on a Lido deck or something on Carnival. And they were serving these hamburgers. And I like hamburgers, but they have to be totally like fresh and homemade with onions and all that stuff. So they had these like generic looking hamburger type of things. You know, nothing against Carnival. You know, they were okay, but I didn't want it. So we're standing in line, and I swear there's like 200 people in this line. Okay, maybe there's like 150, but I swear the line's probably like an hour long. So we're standing in the line. I'm like, man, this is just too much. And I look and I squint my eyes and I see there's like 3 people in another line. So I walk, you know, for a couple minutes way to the front, and I see there's a second line, and these people are lined up at a it's like a Mongolian bar, and they're serving this dish, this like Mongolian food that looks like, I don't know, kind of looks like noodles, and it just looks really delicious. So I'm sitting here thinking, what in the heck? Okay, everybody's in this line because everyone else is in this line, and they don't even see the little tiny line that has like 3 people in it, and they're serving Mongolian food. I mean, so again, the road less traveled, and that thin road, the one that less people travel, is the one that leads to the greatest results. So that's why I wanted to make this video. Went over just a couple, but you know what? I know that you found so much value in this video because this is the type of stuff that I'm learning and that I offer my team. If you're looking to join an online marketing team where you can start working from home and get access to the 6-figure earners and team training that I have access to on a daily basis, click on the link below this video and change your life. Click on the link, enter your email address. See you soon. Bye.